everybody shut up.
What's up, people?
I said shut up.
All right.
Now, are you ready to play the game?
Are you ready? What?
Are you ready to play the game?
So what we're talking about right now, my brothers and sisters, what up, people? So I want to come to you as, I don't even know what I want to say right now. Politics, QE2, Fed meeting, interest rates. Let's talk about reality. Reality is the market doesn't give a shit. The disconnect between reality and what's happening in the stock market continues on. If you're still going to tell me that everything is super and that the stock market is a foretelling indicator of what's to come, I have to say bullshit. Now, we just tacked on 20% in the market without actually having a pullback. Are you telling me that now November we're just going to tack on another 10, and December we're going to tack on another 10, and January we're going to tack on another 10? Because notoriously, November, December, and January have been great months, and September and October have been awful. So now that we had these two tremendous months, we're just going to keep going up? Sure, why not? That's why I'm a trader. I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen. But if it's going to keep on going, I'm just going to keep on floating along and just be a part of the manipulation. Now let's talk about politics. So we're voting on stuff today, right? All this hoopla about this guy taking over, the Republicans taking the party back, Congress, Senate, Tea parties, tea baggers, Obama's a socialist. What does it all mean? Here's where I look at it right now. I don't care about anything else except the stock market, right? That's where we're looking at it right now. We don't care. I'm dedicating this show to who my audience is, and that's traders, people who are investing in the stock market, who want to be investing in the stock market, who want to learn about trading. The bottom line is, do you think, let's say policymakers, so the Republicans take over or the Democrats stay in power, whatever they're doing right now, are you complaining about a market that goes up every single day? You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be like me. I'm a trader. I'm caught in a short position. I'm unhappy about it. I'm expecting a pullback because that's what a rational market should do. And I base my rationality on what I see out there in the world. But let's not talk about what is real and fake, manipulated and contrived. We got to talk about what is actually happening. So let's say the Republicans take over the House, the Senate. Every seat changes hands. Do you think the Republicans are going to change policy and stray from the path of a market that does not obey any law of reality and goes up every day? Of course not. So whatever happens in these elections don't matter. Let's say the Democrats stay in power. Something that people are saying that's not going to happen. Maybe the Senate, the Congress, and whatever the case, for the negative to happen. Let's say all the elections go the wrong way, whichever way that may be. I don't know. Let's say everything works out to be wrong. Do you think they're going to change policy to stop the market from going up? No. Do you think that, if this guy takes power, he's going to implement this law to not tax the rich and help the middle class or not help the middle class? Do you think they're going to change policy to stop the market from going up so the elections don't matter? Right? Are we on agreement right now? I don't even know where I am anymore. Liberal, conservative, right wing, left wing. All I know is that the market will not stop going up. And that is, in theory, a good thing. People want to progress forward and let the market to keep going higher. Therefore, everyone's making money. Of course, if you have no money in the stock market, none of this makes any sense to you. But you know what? If you don't have any money in the market, generally, you are not my audience. So why am I even talking? Why do I even care? It's all about the market will not stop going up. And if you think, I'm sorry, I just got to change that song for a second. If you think, okay, that they're going to change policy to hurt everybody, that's why I don't understand politics in general, okay? There's got to be one way, right? One way. Now, we think majority rules, right? And majority is what runs this country, right? Okay. So now, if we all come together, okay, and let's say there's a taxation policy or a capital gains policy or whatever the case may be. If there's one way of thinking that's going to help the majority, shouldn't that be the way that we go? See, I think what's going on right now, there's so many people with so many different ideas of how they're going to help the majority. Why not let the majority speak? And if elected as president, whenever I do run, I will put the vote to the people. Let's take that voting out of the hands of the senators and the congressmen and all the people that we put in power. Let's have everybody have their vote. Break down the terms of the policy that needs to be voted on, and everybody, instead of voting for one person, we vote on the policy itself. Then, if you don't get out to vote, then if your voice isn't heard and you don't like what happens when the policies are changed, then it's your fault because we gave you the chance to read the policy yourself. And I know this is generalizing everything and breaking it down in layman's terms, but there is a way to do it. So if you're saying if everyone has a different conflicting view about healthcare, let's break it down. Give me 3 paragraphs to basically surmise it all. However it is, read your paragraphs, get your pamphlets in the mail. You'll get a month and a half to prepare, do some reading. If you think you want to be a part of this country, and if you're complaining about different things, get out there, read your pamphlet, learn about what the laws and the policies are, and then vote for them yourself. Instead of we have to deal with how this guy sent bestiality emails to this person, or that person's spending all their free money. She's spending all her money to become governor. What does she know about being a governor? I say less on these people, more on the policies. But again, if you think they're going to change policies that are going to hurt the stock market, you're insane. So none of these elections make a difference because nothing is going to change. The manipulation of the government and Goldman Sachs and buying and selling and this, that, and the other thing, and the Matrix and the Skynet, nothing is going to change. We are a boom and bust stock market right now. We run and run and run until the last straggler, the last guy who was left out on the dock when the boat sailed, he got into his dinghy, rode his ass off for a month and a half or a year and a half, finally caught up to that boat and joined in it. That's when the boat starts to fucking sink. Okay? That's how it is. So right now, complacency is here. Everyone believes the market's going to keep going up, but yet there is still that skepticism. And the skepticism will keep the market going up for the rest of our lives. As long as we're climbing the wall of worry, the only cliche that I can use, because that's what it is. If the worry is not there, then we go back down. Okay? And the natural progression of events in the world is to go higher, bigger, faster, stronger, higher, more powerful. We go higher and higher and higher. And if you're picking, right now, you have an 85% chance of making money on the long side. 85% chance. I've been looking at all the earnings reports. I've been looking at all the stocks and what they've done before and after. No matter what they say in their reports, no matter what the data points, even their guidance, nothing matters. You have an 85% chance of making money in the stock market right now. That's unbelievable. And you think that these elections are going to change anything? You gotta be out of your fucking minds. Okay, so let's talk about what really matters. It's the drug use. Okay, the stock market is a crackhead right now. The stock market is sniffing that NASDAQ right now. The NASDAQ is being dished out. Everybody is enjoying it. But you know what? Now we need to move on to a new drug because the NASDAQ, we need so much NASDAQ to even catch a buzz right now. What we need now is hopium. Hopium is the new drug. We have to hope for the future. We have to hope that everything is great. So let's cook up the freaking hopium, cut it with a little side twinge of NASDAQ to keep that buzz going, and we're good. So we got the hopium and we got the NASDAQ, and that's going to keep the market together. And that's what QE2 right now is, whether the market is going to be influxed with a billion, 2 billion, 400 billion, 17 trillion. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Do you think the government is going to stop the gravy train like that? No, they're not. They're not going to do it. Now, if the market even does sell off on these elections or QE2 or whatever they want to name the sell-off, because they always give the sell-off a name, if you haven't noticed, The sell-offs haven't even been lasting a day. You give me a 3-day sell-off, then maybe I will change my attitude. But for now, the market will never, ever, ever stop going up as long as the government keeps pumping money into the market. Now, eventually you're saying, but doesn't the government have to take the money out of the stock market? You would think that too, but all they do is got to hit the Qatar key and some other keys on the Matrix and the Skynet, program it in, and next thing you know, there's a new bottom on the market. A new generational low is being set. A new PPT has been put in. POMO, whatever you want to call it. There is no way the market's going to crash ever again. The flash crashes are never going to happen again because we'll just shut the market down before it happens. All the tripwires are in place right now, right? So we're secure about that, right? Right? Well, that's what we're being told. Oh, the manipulation of it all. Just remember, the manipulation is what you want. You want to be part of the manipulation. Do not fight the manipulation, as I've been trying to do. And I've taken a large chunk of my life savings and just burned it betting against the manipulation. Who am I? I'm just one guy. Do I think I'm really going to be able to time the market for a downswing? Even though every indicator that I've ever come to know, the shitty stock indicator, the Baidu indicator, the dollar index, the decreasing volume, the increasing volume on the down days, nothing matters. Nothing matters at all. Forward guidance doesn't matter. High flying stocks doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Bottom line, said it. Here's what I want you to do, okay? Oh, by the way, let me give full disclosure. I don't own any Rhino anymore, not one share. I don't own any Hartford Financial anymore, not one share. I own 1,000 shares of Dry Ships. I don't even own any CBOE, okay? I own GOTS right now. Sold my shares of Google. All I am is shorting the Qs because I cannot buy into the fact that we're not going to have at least a 5% correction. And I mean, I thought it was going to happen. We had intraday red reversals, which is unbelievable that we didn't sell off anymore. But right now, nothing. And also, here's another thing, most importantly, right now, everyone is on the same page that there's going to be some fireworks going on today, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday going into Monday, right? If everybody's thinking that, we're probably going to do nothing. But here's the thing. Here's the caveat. Here is the icing on the cake. Since we've known each other, whenever I've gone away on vacation, and I'm leaving tomorrow morning, hasn't something dramatic happened? And now I'm lining up with what's anticipated to be drama, and I'm leaving, which could pretty much null and void everything. So right now, I can't even suggest one thing for you to do except play both sides. I'm buying $52 puts on the Qs. I'm also buying $53 calls on the Qs, and I'm going to sit back and watch until December 31st. I'm buying December calls and puts, and if we crash, I'll make some money, and if we keep on rallying 10, 20, 30%, I'll make some money on those. I'm probably going to get stopped out of these Qs at 53 soon, and we might sell off just based on that right there, but hey, there's no way to... It's becoming impossible. I sat in front of the computer the other day. I didn't see one opportunity to do anything. And then, of course, the next day there was opportunities, but I wasn't watching. Well, maybe it just looked like an opportunity because I wasn't watching. Google's going to 700. Apple's going to 400. The Qs are going to be at all-time highs soon, which is unbelievable. And the Nasdaq might actually just go to 3,000, 4,000, maybe we'll go back to 5,000. Maybe we'll just make back the last decade in the next 3 months. Because nothing matters except the manipulation of the government pumping money into the market, and just partake in the fun. Partake in it. Smoke your hopium, get your Nasdaq, enjoy yourselves. All right, I'll see you on a beach in a couple of days. Strange times we're living in, people. Strange times.
I would much prefer Krull.